to another great episode of Get in the Flow. We are kicking your assets in gear, and we are so excited to be here. I'm the architect.
I am Doc.
So he's going to let us know what we're doing today.
Awesome. We have two amazing, I can say that like 1,000 times, amazing people.
So how are they?
They're amazing.
Amazing.
They're amazing.
Awesome.
I'm going to introduce them. It's Darbi and Ghiovanna. They are business owners of Smokin BBQ and Shakes. And so overall, the title of the show is how two moms are building a barbecue empire in Cincinnati. And I'm actually really bummed out that I don't live in Cincinnati, and it's kind of a bummer, but still.
Is your mouth watering?
It is.
My mouth's watering. I like getting like tingly sensations that I want so much to taste your barbecue.
We've seen it all over social media. So it stinks that we're not there in Cincinnati, but we'll get more into that. I'm going to drop it over to you to kind of get our first question to get them going.
Awesome. You're going to.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. You want me to introduce them?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, even better. So their bio overall, they're owners of the Cincinnati's favorite female-owned barbecue, Smokin. We are very lucky to actually follow them already, so we know their product.
Oh. No sound. No sound at all.
Can't hear you at all.
Did you guys hear anything?
Now we can. Now we can.
I can't hear them.
What happened?
I don't know.
We lost you guys.
Oh no.
Oh, we can hear
Do we
you.
need to switch over?
We can pause.
Can we hear you?
Hear us?
Hey,
Yeah, we
there
hear
you
you.
go.
Can you
Okay.
hear us?
Maybe
I
I
don't
got
know. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll keep introducing the bio. You want to do that? That's fine.
Do you want to keep it going with this is our outtakes, right?
This is our
Yeah, there you go. You
That's
have to do editing.
We've never muted it in the middle of it. It's always been a flow thing, but we're learning. We're learning as we go. Cool. I'll just start the bio off again if you guys are cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Thank you for that heads up.
Were you able to hear everything else?
Yeah, up until you started the bio and then it just cut out.
It was
Okay.
at the bottom. Okay.
Perfect. All right, perfect. I'll start back at the bio. Okay, so we have Darbi, Ghiovanna. They are the owners of Cincinnati's favorite female-owned barbecue. Again, Smokin BBQ and Shakes. Married for 4 years, have 4 kiddos. That has got to be a lot of work in itself. I have 1 kid, so I can't even imagine. But as much as these two love barbecue, they're very, very passionate about family. I love hearing about that. Operating with their 4 kids. And I think overall, you are liking to get your kids into that entrepreneurial mindset. I absolutely love it. I wish I had that as a kid. So fun fact, they didn't know what kind of food they would sell, and the truck actually told them what they would sell. We want to hear more about that. We will get into that later on, but that in a nutshell is who we have. We are honored to have both of you and super, super excited to hear more about your business. I'll kick it over to the architect to ask you your first question.
All right, Doc. I think we got to hear how this possessed truck told you guys what your food was going to be. We haven't heard the story. Tell us all about it.
So Gio and I had it on a 5-year vision board that we did in our first year that we were dating together. And we had on the vision board was a food truck. It was like one of the last things we put on there. We gave ourselves 5 years. I have a background of being in kitchens. I've worked in restaurants. I mean, I've done a million things, but I always go back to the restaurants. And I had been like, for probably about a year, just kind of like skimming through Facebook Marketplace, and we saw all these food trailers for sale. They were way outrageously priced, and they looked like trash on the inside. And I woke up one morning, I got an alarm on my phone that someone had posted a new trailer on Facebook. And when I opened it up, it was flawless looking. So I called the guy and I was like, don't show anybody your trailer. If it really looks like that, I'm leaving with it tonight. And he was like, all right, deal. So we get over there and it was in perfect shape. It was clean. He gave us some equipment that came with the truck. And with it was 2 55-gallon barrel smokers. And what we had in mind was like burgers or frappes or coffee, something simple.
Yep.
And he was like, I'm throwing in those smokers, and they were about $1,400 a piece. And I was like, I guess I'll learn how to smoke meat. So then I was like, this used to be a barbecue truck. And I was like,
I guess we're doing barbecue.
I don't even like barbecue, but come on, let's do it. And that's how we ended up doing barbecue. But my mom had a bunch of recipes already. And she had like a good pork rub that we were using. And I was like, let's just go with it. People love barbecue. It's like, what's more American than barbecue food? So why not? And I'm really not that much of a fan of barbecue, but all of our sauces are homemade. So I make them to like how I like them.
That's awesome.
It works.
Yeah, and the most ironic part of everything is now we got rid of the smokers because we have 4 kids and a
I have
crazy
time
life.
to smoke.
We don't have time to smoke it, so now we slow cook our pork, which makes it just as delicious, but it fits into our schedule. So we don't even smoke our meat. So that's the gist of it.
Yeah.
We're smoking dudes, but we don't
smoke
our
anymore.
So again, our viewers, we're going to lead them at the very end to where they can find your stuff. We've already seen a little bit of it. It looks incredible. So it's like, if it tastes amazing, I'm not the most picky of how it was cooked, whatnot. I mean, it looks amazing. It looks amazing. I know people are saying it is amazing, but I do want to kind of transition to that other main point of how you're implementing the kiddos into the business. I would have loved to have had that in my life itself and kind of thinking outside the box. How are you guys doing that?
So we both of us, even before we met each other, we were both have a very big entrepreneurial mindset. Her parents have had their own businesses her whole life. She's watched it growing up. And me, I was a single mom for a really long time. So as on top of having a trade, I would always have some side hustle. So my kids have always been either there helping me. I've ran a nonprofit before, and I've got pictures of my kids selling water bottles on Salsa Square for $1. They've always been a part of it. Yeah. So they've only known me to always own businesses. They've never, ever seen me have a successful one like food truck, but that kind of changed around COVID. We were doing, actually, we started a business called Miss Do's Bougie Berries, and we were selling alcohol-infused chocolate-covered strawberries. And we were all stuck in the house together. So we started doing that. And then all this stuff kind of fell in place with the food truck. But it's kind of just been grown in, like they've seen it, they know it, they don't expect anything different. That when I was worried for a long time that them seeing us do project after project would make them feel like I would start something and not finish it. But now that we have this truck, they've told us like, no, we look at you guys and say, you guys tried and tried and tried until something stuck.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
so essentially like the basics of them actually working with us. I mean, our twins are 18, then we have a 16-year-old and an 8-year-old, and they all work. So my daughter helps me do food. Both of my sons work the cash window, and even my youngest, just this past couple of weeks, has really stepped up, and she learned my terminal. She takes cash payment. She gives back the correct change, hands the food out to them. So
and
they're
she makes
literally
makes the most tips.
Yeah, and she makes the most tips.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So it's an American sweatshop, is what it is.
Yeah.
We pay them. We pay them.
You paid it well. You paid it well.
Yeah, and they get free meals. Like, what else do they want? Like,
So I flipped houses years ago, and I used to bring my kids along and make them demo houses and pull weeds and all kinds of stuff. When they're like, Dad.
Yeah, I mean, our kids are really like my youngest is especially. She's like, "Can I work on the truck today? I'll skip school." And I'm like, "No, skip school. Catch me on a weekend, come work a shift." So I mean, I think they all enjoy it. They actually ran an event for a Saturday night. It was all the siblings working together in the truck. So
we also bring we were inside.
We were inside the place for an event, but they ran the truck outside in the parking lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's awesome.
That's incredible. Yeah. I think that is, it really hits home to me because I've heard on the other side of those things where a lot of the kids can get burnt out from their parents being so involved in the entrepreneurial lifestyle. And again, maybe you guys can work or can kind of talk on that, on how you've kind of set those priorities to make sure that you're not looking like you're overworked. You're not grinding them to the bone. They're seeing you all the time. Like that's something I've always heard. It's like, I never see my parents because they work this entrepreneurial life. Like, no, you're a success story to that.
That's because we involve them in everything. And but not only that, we're also really deep into meditation, inspirational audio. We listen to a lot of it. Like my son grew up, he's been playing baseball since he was 3. And on his way to every game, we have like those motivational, instead of music, he's listening to those motivational audios that we listen to. So they know, and they've been trained to hear, like, you got to get on that grind. You got to keep going if you want this to work. Also, we celebrate our accomplishments with them.
Yeah.
So
That's
they
right.
know they've learned to know the balance. Like, this sucks right now that I have to go do it, but they love taking part when we do something good and we
Yeah.
get accolades for it.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yeah, that's my mama's truck, or that's, that's our
Yeah.
business. Like, we have a business. So they enjoy the bragging rights part. So it kind of comes with the territory. So we've not really had
And well,
much complaining from them as far as that.
and too, it's like with owning a food truck, with both of us now owning our own businesses, we're able to write our schedules, so we don't miss things with our kids. We don't miss
That's cool.
baseball games, and we don't miss
we do
dance
this for them.
competitions, and we don't miss theater shows downtown. If they're a part of it, we don't miss it. Like, I write my schedule around their calendars, and so does she. So we really do incorporate. I mean, it's a whole family function. You know what I mean? All of this, it all runs like a well-oiled machine.
You should see our Google Calendar. It's crazy.
It's
It's
insane.
like I grew up on it.
Do what?
That's how mine works, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys have employees that work with you, or is it just only in the family?
Only in the
kids.
family.
Only the kids, and
Her mom works with us sometimes.
and my mom works the truck with her, and then
My dad does the maintenance on my truck, and we use all of mom's recipes.
and we have
so.
we have some guest appearances from the kids' friends that if they've been around long enough, and also if they're dating anybody that's part of the coming into this family, you have to work a shift on the truck.
Yeah.
There you go.
Occasionally, if it's
Dude,
occasionally if it's during the week or something, and I can't find help, I'll grab a buddy of mine and go, hey, you want to make some cash today? Come work on this food truck with me.
nice.
Awesome.
I mean, we just kind of have like a cool
But
atmosphere.
even
on the
that's
truck.
just one person.
Yeah.
So we're very weird about. We just like trusting, our family, and then also we also let the kids know, like, we're doing this for you. So
Yeah.
I need you to make some sacrifices. I'm sorry you want to hang out, but this is our
Yeah.
family business. This has your name on it, and we cannot work without you on it. So you're going to cancel your plans, and you're going to come out and do this if we need you. Believe me, we do it like last resort. If we cannot get anybody else and we need them, we haven't had to do that too much, but we really instill a sense of pride in our business with them, so that they
That's
come out
awesome.
and make a sacrifice too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
to be-
pride, priority, I mean, a work ethic, those are humongous things that I can already see that you're really instilling into them. And that's huge. That's huge for whether they're going to take the school route or whatever the route they take. I love the motivational thing. I didn't even get into motivational videos myself until I was out of school.
Yeah.
I mean, how cool that you're introducing them to that. That's amazing.
I paid for all my kids to attend Tony Robbins' 3-day seminar.
Nice. Which one? Was that Unleash the Power?
Unleash the Power.
Unleash the Power. We did it virtual,
And we've done it twice.
and we've done it twice. So we're
Did you do it live
really
also?
not. What? Sorry.
Have you done it live also?
I know. I wish.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
we did it. We did it both. We did it both.
That's
virtual.
going on the next vision board though.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's amazing. I'll tell you, it's amazing.
I bet
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I love Tony.
Yeah, he's great.
I need to
That's
get
fantastic.
into this. So I wanted to ask, how long have you been doing this specific business? It sounds like there's other businesses, but how long have you been doing this one specifically?
So I keep telling people 2 years, but it'll be 2 years in May.
Nice.
So we're not advanced our 2-year point yet.
But we're going into our third
But
season.
we're going into our third
You're
season, if
profitable.
that makes sense. Because we bought the trailer in May of we bought our first trailer in May of 21, and we had it out on the road by August. So I
Wow.
caught them until the end of summer, all the fall, and I got my rear end kicked for 6 straight months. And we were able to actually upgrade our trailer because of our first 7 or 8 months of sales. And we built a custom trailer from the ground up and doubled our size,
Which is what we have now.
which is what we have now. So
we did one full season this last year, and this is our next full season.
yeah.
Wow. That's
And I
good. That's
stayed
awesome. So you guys are
with-
profitable.
Yeah.
You're profitable now and you're rolling.
Yeah. And I stay working through the winter. My goal this year is to not work from December till March.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Congratulations. That's
I
fantastic.
need this life. I need this life of setting schedules around the kiddos, around priorities. And again, that's one thing that I'm trying to transition out of as a normal job worker. So it's really cool to see this, and I'm getting incredibly inspired by this. So thank you.
So
Yeah.
if you guys were to, if you were giving advice to somebody who was starting out, maybe they've got an idea, but they've got some insecurities or some doubts or anything like that. What what kind of advice would you give like young entrepreneurs that just want to get something going?
If it doesn't scare you, then you're not ready. It should scare the crap out of you. I
Yeah.
mean, leaving my full-time job was terrifying, but being like, well, this is it now. This is what I want to do. This is what I have to do. This is what's going to pay the bills. It's scary. You just have to trust yourself enough to be like, all right, I can do it.
Yeah, we tell the kids all the time, don't shrink your life to fit your dreams. You gotta do it in the opposite way. Like your dreams should be so big, and there's literally nothing. We
That
tell
it
our
makes
kids
you
every
uncomfortable.
single day, like there's literally not one thing you could tell me that you want to do with your life that you're not capable of doing. You can do anything you set your mind to. It just takes a lot of work. And if it makes you feel comfortable and you feel like you can do it, you need to dream bigger.
Yeah.
Like if something scares you, that means you absolutely 100% without a doubt have to do it.
Yeah.
You have to do it. You have to hit the ground running, and you're not going to know and you're not going to learn until you fall on your face. Learn to appreciate failure, because failure is what's going to teach you how to succeed. Without failure, you're not going to grow. If you're not growing, you're dying.
Yeah. It's
Wow,
the leap.
that's
It's the initial leap of faith. You just have to take it. And it's terrifying, but it's totally worth it. And if you know that you are totally self-relying on you, you don't have a choice. It makes you get up and hustle even harder because now you have to.
You know, another thing too that I've kind of used as my motivation my whole entire life, being a single mom before I met Darbi, is I have like this visual of all of us, like me and Darbi driving now with all of our kids in this big cargo van, but they're grown up and they're with their adult spouses. Don't laugh at me. And I have my grandkids in the car, and a song comes on, and my kids start arguing over who's going to tell the story about their Nana first. And I think about the stories that my kids are going to tell my grandkids, and how they're going to perceive them, and what lessons they're going to take from that and teach my grandkids. They're going to be like, oh, you're going to learn this way because mom made us do this, and this is why I do this. My brain's a little crazy and very visual. That's why she's laughing, because I get so in detail. But that's literally what I think about every single day. What are my kids going to tell my grandkids, and how are they going to express it? Like when I talk to my kids about my mom, like I want to know what picture they're going to paint for who I was to them and what lessons they learned.
Yeah.
Do you know, in all of the classes that we teach, one of the exercises that people think I'm a little bit crazy for doing is I ask our students to write their eulogy. What are people going to remember you for?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now design a life to that.
Yeah.
And write your life to that. So that's beautiful. I love that you do that. I love that you do that, and that you're so visual with it. And you're like openly sharing about what that is, because it's huge.
Yeah, you are an entrepreneur, as in the words of Gary Vaynerchuk. You're there to leave a legacy.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
why you're not. You have to leave your print in the world, because if you're working a 9 to 5 on a W-2, you're just another employee. So when you're building a business, you're leaving an imprint on what you want to say in the world. So if you have something to say, this is the route for you to go.
Yep.
That's beautiful. Well, we're kind of coming in for a landing, and I know we've been talking a lot about Smokin News, but you guys really do embody the entrepreneurial spirit, and you have an idea and you're not afraid to go for it. We've been kind of talking about this for this whole interview, but Ghiovanna, you're kind of starting something new and exciting that you guys are actually in the place right now. Do you want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah.
Introduce us. Tell us all about it.
It's been crazy, because every time that we work on the truck, also to give a little layout of the model, I do everything back end on the food truck, and she works it and does all the hard manual labor and looks pretty on the truck. So every time I get really into it and we take classes and we're like really involved, I'm like, oh my God, babe, I can't wait till I can just clock in with you and like just get up and work on our own business. But we were so reliant on me working at the salon. So last week I got an awesome opportunity to get a really affordable suite to start my hair business on my own without working as a W-2 stylist, but as a 1099. And on a whim, I took it. So in literally 3 days, we've taken everything from my salon and we've moved it into this suite that we're in right now. And I hope my grand opening is on Wednesday. So now we're both officially working for ourselves.
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
What hits me there is that, again, kind of revolving around what we're doing. We're trying to kick people's assets in gear. It was an asset that you had a previous asset that you had done, it sounds like in the past, of the stylist, and now you are bringing it back to do it again, but in a much better way, it sounds like.
Yeah,
You
I've
have
been,
it on your tool belt.
yeah, I've been doing hair for 16 years, so that's never stopped. I've just always worked for somebody else. I've worked for somebody else's
Okay.
group, you know, so now I'm coming in and I'm building a suite, and it's all mine, my decorations, my culture, my image, and I get to do everything from what I've been doing for 16 years, but my way. And I also get to make my hours and make my schedule and work with my wife when I want to. We can work on our business and do all that stuff. And it's not the last business we plan on opening. We've already in the works with other ones that are just on paper.
Well, you guys really do define,
Amazing.
you embody the American dream,
Yeah.
you know, and I think it's so beautiful. You guys are such beautiful people.
Yeah.
Inside and out. And
They kick their assets in gear, by the way.
but you know what's so cool? You're fun.
Yeah.
You guys are so much fun, and we absolutely have loved like just being with you guys today.
Yeah.
And you know, I think it's so cool that even when you're running your own business, you don't have to be boring.
Yeah.
You know, you can have a lot of fun doing it, and you guys are bringing your kids along and showing them a good work ethic, but having fun doing it. And I love your spirit. So, guys, make sure in the description below. This has been a fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic time, but make sure down below, make sure you subscribe, watch our videos. We love you. We want you to make sure that you go down and click on the links for, if you're in you guys are in Cincinnati. So, I mean, go check out Smokin Dudes, find out where their next event is, find out where that trailer is going to be, go get some of that fine barbecue and that homemade sauce, and go get your hair all looking good and everything for that big event.
I owe you a bottle of barbecue.
What's that?
Do I owe you a bottle of barbecue? Did I tell you I'd send you a bottle of barbecue?
Yeah,
I wasn't going to push you, but I won't. Yes.
we would so much love it. We would so much love it. And I will put it on my non-smoked meat. How about that?
There you go. There you go. It'll be perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Caribbean spices.
So
Okay.
you guys have all of your events and everything on your website, right? Like where you're going to be?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's all
So
on our social media website, and there's like links that you can click on our website that'll take you to like wherever we are that day.
so how do people get in touch with you? Where do they find you?
Facebook, they can email, subscribe. My number is all over my trailer. It's on the website. We're part of Street Food Finder, which isn't just a Cincinnati thing. That's like
It's everywhere.
That's like a huge food truck industry app. So
Okay.
I would say mostly Facebook
Facebook.
and Street Food Finder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. And then Ghiovanna, where are you going to be located? You're going to be also on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on Facebook. Also, our website is really easy. It's www.smokindudes.com. So you guys can check that out. We've got our story on there and a whole like great pictures and stuff like that. You can check that out. And yeah, I'm also in the Cincinnati area, and my salon is Bounce Salon by Ghiovanna. I specialize in curly hair and all things texture. So
Nice.
yeah.
Awesome. Well,
That's
it's
awesome.
been a pleasure. It truly has. We again, I can't put enough. We're so honored to have you on here. You've inspired me, and you're going to inspire every single person that watches this. So thank you both again so much for your time and all that juicy like knowledge that you guys have. Thank you guys.
No problem.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
having
guys
us.
for
We
having us.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Cool.
All right.